Hello Programming 12, we're going to be starting our tower defense game, and I'm going to give you this code. This is our tower defense starter pack, and I just wanted to run through the code fairly briefly just to give you a sense of what's here and what needs to be done. So we'll start with the main tab, and I've got a space for your global variables. Don't forget to put your name here, because that's not your name. This, you know your name, you put it in. I have the mode framework variables for you. I have the starting of a color palette. These variables are important for buttons, so make sure you have those in there. And then I've made a button variable just to get us started, no pun intended, because it's the start button. The setup function is ready to go, but it's broken into functions. So you're going to be filling those in. I've created those. Initialize modes. You know, we're doing all our rect mode, center, and all that kind of stuff. You know, all these things. Initialize variables, that's kind of empty right now, so you're going to put all your code for loading images, loading fonts, creating your arrays, all that kind of stuff is going to go in here. And any other variables you can think of that need initializing. Making buttons is kind of broken into the different modes, so here's my intro screen buttons, and eventually when we start building the play mode and the build mode, we can add those in there as well. And then here's make nodes. We'll talk more about nodes later on. They're like little signposts on the map to tell the mobs, you know, what way to go to get through the map. Here's my draw function. It's just the mode framework. So, woo, that's exciting. You know this well. On to the classes. I haven't quite decided if AoE ring is going to stick around. It's basically similar to bullet. Bullets are something that the towers will shoot that will cause damage. But also, some towers will shoot an AoE ring, which is a big like circle, and it just hurts all the things in the circle. Could this just be a big bullet? Maybe. I'll think about it. But I put it in here just in case we decide to use it. Here's the button class. Good old button class. Love the button class. Feel free to paste your own button class in here instead. But here's a button class that should work out just fine if you would like to use it. It's all broken down and lovely. And here's the GIF class, so feel free to use this one as well. This is the one that I made, and you can use it or use your own. Mobs are going to be the little things that go through the map, and if they get to the end, they will cause you to lose lives, and your towers will shoot at them and such. Nodes are little invisible objects that will be like signposts. They'll tell the mobs how to navigate the map. Towers are going to be exciting. They're going to be the things that shoot the bullets or AoE rings or whatever. I got 3 different ideas for towers, and we'll be implementing those soon. That's going to be a fun part of the project. Ultimately, we get to build these, and so you know that'll be interesting to figure out how that works. The build. Oh, so now we're going to go into the modes. So we have, in order we'll encounter them. We have the intro mode. We have play mode. That's the game. Build mode is when you're building things in the game. We have and the game over mode is when you lose, and we'll show later on like what all those things should look like in the end. Okay, so there you go. Oh, and last but not least, there's a tab for utilities. So all the kind of functions that don't fit anywhere else, like the click function, for example, that is being called from the draw function. That is for making the mouse released variable act like a built-in variable. So that's fantastic. That's other utilities that you come up with. Here's a good place to put them. Okay. So, there you go. That's the story of what you got for a starter pack. All that stuff is done for you. So, you can take a look at the next video to see how you should get started. Okay? Thanks, everybody.